Welcome to Greenville Media, broadcast live from Tommy's Plumbing Studio. Give Tommy a call for all your plumbing needs, 423-620-7522. If you've not been outside, then you don't know about the rain and the flood and all that, and schools being out. County schools are out tomorrow, and I was telling my wife like a month ago that I said, I don't think the ground can handle anymore. And it's a non-stop rain. It just seems like it's just going and going and going and going and going. But if anybody wants to call in and mention any flooded areas to help people so they don't go down a certain road, or so we don't get stuck where we're not supposed to be, feel free to call in at 423-972-4444. Now, we was at the Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting today, and we did a live broadcast from there, and I've had some great feedback from it, and I love doing it, and I want to thank everybody at the town of Greenville for allowing me to do it, and I hope you all enjoy it. And if you're tuning in to hear the Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting, you can go on the front main webpage. It'll say board meetings. You can go to there and click it and hear today's board meeting. I will put all the board meetings up there so it'll be on the main site. You can click it and go to it so everybody will know where it's at. But it was an awesome experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And, special thank you to all those people at Town of Greenville. I cannot say enough about them. And I left one of my cords up there, if you all are listening, in the back room I stayed in, one of my good cords, so the show may not sound as perfect as it did last night, so I might have to go back up there and get my cord. But let's, tonight we're going to discuss the rain and the floodings, and we can discuss the meeting if you want. I'm going to discuss the growing Greenville media experience. And I put a message up on the Facebook page a little bit ago, and I mean every word of it. I really do. You all allow me to do what I love. To everyone who likes this page on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Greenville Media, to everyone who listens to these shows, and to our family of advertisers, I cannot thank you enough. And I really, I cannot thank you all enough for allowing me to do what I love. And I love doing this, and I hope to bring better shows and better experiences and more things to Greenville Media that y'all enjoy. And and I'm here to help our community. Don't get me wrong. I created the business to make a little money, but I don't want to be a millionaire. I'm not like that song. I want to make a good living, and I want to do what I love. But, and I've got to admit that, I did create, to make money. But I also created Greenville Media to help our community, share our community and our people and our places and our businesses, and show the world what Greenville has to offer, and do everything I can to help. And I'm more than willing to do whatever I can to help this community. If you have an event, if you want to, the message line is always open at 423-972-4444. It's the show number. It's the message line. It always records, even if nobody's here. If you have an event you want to announce, if you're a non-profit, feel free to call it and announce your business and any events you have. If you want to announce somebody, wish somebody a happy birthday or anything like that, feel free to call. I want to create a new show called Voices of Greenville and take all those messages and combine them into a daily show, hopefully. So, people can hear other people of Greenville. I know that's why we have different shows every night, because I know y'all probably get tired of hearing my voice. I get tired of hearing it myself. But, I cannot thank the advertisers enough for allowing me to do this. I have a great office at the Crescent School building, and, Kent Bewley and Candace Bewley, and they're great people. I have a great office. I want a little bit bigger office, but that's not them. That's me. I got to get the money to pay for it. And to our family of advertisers, Winter and Company Dance Studio, Bucks Bell Bonds, our partners in media, East Tennessee Media, to the Hyperion Grill, where we broadcast every Thursday the Overtime Show, to Realty Executives, Reggie Jones, and to Tommy's Plumbing. And to our new sponsor, Lynn Pitt Construction. Those are great people. All of our advertisers, all of them are great people, and they each own a business in Greenville, and they're doing what they love and allowing me to do what I love, and I cannot thank them enough. And it just amazes me as how businesses come together, and we help each other and do what we can, and that's as Greenville Media grows. We've got over 900 likes on our Facebook page. As Greenville Media grows, more and more people can come together, and more people can help each other, and it just amazes me. But if you do not get a chance to go to the meeting, feel free to go to the main website of Greenville Media, click on board meetings, and today's show is there. So, and there's no, when you hit play, it'll play Tommy's Plumbing commercial, because Tommy is the main sponsor we have, and he's been with us ever since I've got this office, and his commercial plays automatically on every show on Greenville Media that's broadcast through Greenville Media, except for the podcast. So you'll hear his commercial, and then you will not hear any more commercials, and I plan to keep it that way because that is a community thing, and I don't want to fill it for commercials, and I don't want to take away from what they're speaking and talking about and saying. And the aldermen, I talked to a few of the aldermen after the meeting, Keith Paxton, and I talked to our town administrator, Todd Smith, and they asked how it went, and it was amazed the sound quality, and I went up there about 2 o'clock, and I was a nervous wreck, and it took me an hour to get to hook into their sound system, and I cannot thank enough to Bill Carroll over at Greenville Light and Power, the general manager, gave me the code for the wireless so I could broadcast the meeting live. So I have to give a shout out to him and the Light and Power for allowing me to do the live show, because I was going to either record it and air it later or try to do it live, and I got to do it live, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But to our flood and the county schools, they're out, and I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook, and I don't know how much more rain we can take. The rain we all need to do a chant, rain, rain, go away, come back another day. I don't sing, and I have a few friends out there who remind me daily that I do not sing, or I cannot sing as properly, I guess. But I'm just in a great mood overlooking the rain and the floods. But I do want to mention something, and you can go to the website and check it out yourself, or you can go to their Facebook page. I copied it off of their Facebook page. It's www.t as in Tom, N as in Nancy, E as in Echo, M as in Mary, A as in Alpha.org. TEMA, they directly from their site. The state of Tennessee has declared a state of emergency as of 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, which was 5 o'clock our time today, due to freezing rain and ice conditions in West and Middle Tennessee, and because of the possibility of severe flooding in East Tennessee from the rainfall that continues to move across the state. The State of Emergency Operations Center currently is activated to Level 3. The National Weather Service has ice storm warnings currently in effect for the West and Middle Tennessee and flood warnings in effect for portions of East Tennessee. Tennesseans should remember to take it slow in ice and snow, and to limit travel as much as possible, and to never drive or venture into standing water. If travel is unavoidable, be sure to have an emergency kit in your automobile to include blankets, warm and sturdy boots, flashlight, hand-powered charger for mobile devices. And that is great advice. And check out their page. Folks, the government does do some great things, and that's one of them, is issuing alerts. And I know we sometimes hear too many alerts, but I would rather hear too many alerts than not hear enough alerts at all. So check out their site and go to it and like it and keep up to date with it, and they will get you through this weather. But that is a good idea. If nobody does do that, and I'm bad for doing it, is during the winter months and the rainy season. We do have a rainy season here, and it's usually right after the first snow melts. And I remember from years ago, we had the flood of '93, and the flood of '94 when we had the blizzard in '93. But keep things like that in your car at all times. And, a couple easy openable cans of food, the ones that you just pop open, and some bottles of water and blankets, and maybe even one of those cheap extra cell phones, you can buy that, you could put 10 minutes on it and keep it in your trunk of your car for an emergency. I know we're all short on money, and ain't we all, but just little things like that we may never use, and hope to God we never use, but could one day save us. And just simple things of watching where you're going. If there's water in the road, don't go. You don't know how deep it is. You may travel on that road 10 times a day, but if it may look like an inch to you, but it could be 10 inches of water. And I do not want to see nobody get hurt or killed in this rain. If there's water in the road, turn around and don't go. Don't drown, is one saying I used to hear. And help each other out. If you know there's if you don't want to call Greenville Media, call somebody. Put it on Facebook. Call another media outlet here in town. If you notice water on the road, let somebody know so they can get the information out there, so other people don't travel down that way. And if you see a car stuck, if you can help them, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you to help them or not to help them. But, call 911 and call anybody you can to get out there and help. It's, we got to stick together, and you're probably tired of me saying this, but, we got to help each other, folks, because nobody else is going to help us. We must stick together as a community, and I know it sounds corny, but we must stick together as a community, because nobody else will help us. But the pictures I'm seeing on Facebook is tremendous of the floods, and that we all know that little cabin down there on the bypass before you get to the interstate. That thing always floods. Even I remember being little and seeing that thing flood, and just that whole area is a flood watch. So keep safe and keep calm, and if you don't have to get out, don't get out. And you have to travel, and travel, and call somebody to help you if you need to. But I want to start with our sponsors, and don't forget Realty Executives of East Tennessee, folks. Reggie Jones. Give him a call for all your house hunting needs. It's 423-639-3465. They're closed until 9 a.m. tomorrow, but give them a call if you're looking to buy or sell a house, and mention to them that you heard them on Greenville Media. It makes them happy, and of course it tells them that their ad money's getting their value. So check out their website at www.greenville-homes.com and give Reggie and his team a call for all your house hunting needs. But I want to I'm just sitting here looking at all these pictures, and it's just horrendous of the pictures. And tonight's free talk with me. During the week we have Pam on Mondays, and Pam does a great show. And last night I set up a new system, and I'm gonna have to go get my cord. But I use two computers to broadcast now, so it takes away that little bit of hum that you might have been hearing, and you may be hearing it tonight because I don't have my best cord. But we have Pam on Mondays. We have me on Tuesdays, or I may air a Alex Jones podcast, and I like Alex Jones, and he gave me permission to play his podcast. So, and he even told me that I could take the commercials out. I mean, I didn't speak to him directly. I spoke to him on Facebook, and I was like, no. I said that's too much work because he could be up to a 3-hour show, and I'm not going to sit there and take the commercials out. But he gave me permission to add my commercials to it. So, I enjoy. I don't do it all the time. I do it every now and then just because I like to hear it. And on Wednesday nights we have a Tech Chat with Ian Bible. All your techie questions, and I always throw out a few questions at Ian and see if I can stump him and get him going. And he's helped me so much with this, and he does such a great job. And him and Pam and the Cody boys, Cody Early, Cody Salzman, and Jen Charles on Friday. They don't get paid, folks. I mean, they don't get paid to do these shows. I mean, I hope and pray one day I can, and pay them a little something. But they do it because they love it, and I love having them here, and I can't say enough about all of them. They do such an awesome job. And we have Bill Whitty, who does a redneck theology show. We upload a podcast every now and then, and we have the Greenville Media Sports Minute with Cody Salzman. And I'm thinking about changing the show, Conspiracy Conceder, the one I'm doing on Friday nights. I'm thinking about changing it to a podcast, because it gets spooky in this place at night. You would be amazed at how spooky this place gets. Because after 8 or 9 o'clock, especially about 10, is when this place really gets a jumping. But getting back to our shows, Monday nights at 8 o'clock with Pam Gosno's Girlfriends. Tonight's 8 o'clock with me. Wednesday nights, Tech Chat with Ian Bible at 8, and I'm on there with him. And Thursday nights, we are live at the Hyperion Bar and Grill. Go out there and get you some good food and some good music and some good atmosphere. Check them out. Tell them you heard them on Greenville Media. All of them. And Friday, we had Food Bites with Jan Charles. And my Conspiracy Conceder show, which is a work in progress. But we're doing many things here, and starting in spring, we will be airing the Greenville High baseball games, which I'm thrilled to do. And I will go ahead and announce who will broadcast those games. It is Steve Wilhoit. Many of you know him, and if you do not know him, he is the internet announcer for the Greenville Astros, and he's worked in a lot of media for the last 30 years. He will be broadcasting all my games for Greenville High baseball, and I'm tickled to death to announce that. But don't forget the people who help with this show. I'm in one of those moods, I guess, folks. You've heard it before as Greenville Media grows, and I just sit back and look back and all the people involved. It just amazes me. But I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. And if anybody does want to call in, always remember our phone number is 423 area code 972-4444. But I want to talk about Lynn Pitt Construction. Land Pick Construction. Give them a call if you're looking to buy. There we go. I'm trying to do two things at once. If you're looking to get a great house built, looking to remodel, 35 years of experience, and they've owned the business since 2000. I met with Debbie, the co-owner, the other day. Great woman. Can't say enough about her. Just so polite and courtesy, and I cannot thank her enough for allowing me to air her commercial. But give them a call, and their ad is up on the website. It's under shows. Give them a call if you're looking to build a house. 423-823-1960. That's an easy number to remember. Or check out their website at pitcrew.com. And I like that website, PITTCREW crew.com. But I think this rain is going to continue, and have you noticed how it's getting colder? And I was seeing a few people mention on Facebook that just imagine if this had been snow. That a few people said we'd be under 5 to 7 foot of snow, and I don't doubt it, not one bit. That would be a lot of snow. It ain't snow, it's snow. But I want to bring it up, and I know this doesn't involve Greenville, but it does. The mass hysteria of guns and ammo, and just I'm not really sure yet. I've not made up my mind on it yet, if you know what I mean. If you don't own a gun and somebody's texting the business line. If you don't own a gun and you want to buy a gun, I would suggest you go get one if you can find one. If you don't own a gun and never want to own a gun, then I suggest you find a neighbor who owns a gun and become friends with them. But I worry that somehow, some way, and not local politicians, but somehow, some way, the politicians, the federal politicians, are somehow what's the right word? Conniving, I guess. Making, trying to pull our strings and do things to make us, go into a hysteria, I guess I would say. Wow. I've seen pictures on Facebook of the floods. It amazes me. I remember the flood of '94, and I lived out next to the Nolichucky Dam and the backwaters. And it was, and I don't know, and I dreamed this one time, and I dreamed that the water, when you go, not the new bridge they have out there at the Nolichucky Dam, but the old one they had, the green, and I remember I dreamed one time when I was little that floodwaters got right up to the edge of the bridge, where you drove over. Like you could get out of your car, walk to the edge, and stick your hand in water if you lean down a little bit. And it just, the water is amazing, and I'm dumbfounded, I guess. I wished I had a weatherman or somebody like that on the show that could speak better of it and more intelligently than I could, because this would really help people, and just to be able to talk about things and how to prepare for stuff like this. And I will try. I plan on trying is getting maybe some emergency personnel. Not anytime soon, I don't think, on the show to where we can discuss things to help people, and trying to do it on Tuesday nights, even if I had to record them during the day and then air them later, because these people are busy. But I can, if if we air them, record them during the day, I'll be able to tell you all who I'll be talking to, and you can email me the questions or call in with the questions and leave a message, and I'll ask them the questions you want asked. So, but don't forget the sponsors of Greenville Media. I can't say enough about them. Reggie Jones, Lynn Pitt Construction, Tommy's Plumbing, and all of our great website advertisers. And pretty soon I'm working on something to get some Greenville Media shirts. And I'm not going to be selling them to make a profit. I mean, I'm not going to charge outrageous on them, so I'll charge just enough to where I can buy them and, resell them, and then, have a few, make like a buck off of each shirt, so where I could have enough to where I could give a few shirts away. But with Vagabond Graphics is who I'll be using, and, he's up on the website, and give him a call for all your designs and things you need done. He's making me some shirts now that I get that I'll wear. So once I get some extras, I'll be giving those away. But I want a couple for myself. But remember to stay safe in weather like this, and to keep calm and slow down. Take your time. I mean, I was out last night in this weather, and people just flying by you and, riding your butt. And, you can't stop as quick as you can on dry pavement or concrete or whatever you want to call it. And they just don't ride somebody's butt and, stay back and go slow. I don't care if people get ticked off. Who cares? I'm the one driving this car. If they don't like it, go around me or go another way. I don't speed. I never have been a speeder. Even when I worked for the county and drove a county car, I never would speed. I mean, I'd get on the interstate and do probably 5 miles over, but I don't call that speeding. I rode with not at the county, but I rode with a few people who call 15 over the speed limit not speeding, and kind of worries me a little bit. But I always remember Greenville Media is on 24 hours a day. We're in the process of adding new shows, and don't forget our non-stop music stream you can hear on TuneIn. The app, you can download it to your phone and listen to non-stop music. And I plan on adding more shows. I mean, more songs to that. I am a BMI registered person who can play BMI music. I have that logo on my website, and it's not, there needs to be a lot more music, but I only play what I have the legal right to play, so you gotta bear with me as I add more songs to it. My BMI contract just came today, or my new one for the year, and it's like $345 if I remember right, so I gotta pay that yearly to be able to play music. But I do have it's about a third of it, I would say, is local music. So, give the bands and musicians, of Greenville, even if they don't play on Greenville Media, even if any bars or clubs, these people, they do it because they love it. They don't do it to make money. I mean, they would all love to be the next great band to, make it big, but the majority of them do it because they love it. So, check them out and tell them, go up and tell them thanks for the music. Because, everybody, I can't play a guitar and I can't sing a note, but I enjoy some great music. I mean, I'm more of a talk show person. I listen to some great talk shows at night and enjoy Alex Jones and Coast to Coast AM with George and Nori. If anybody gets a chance to hear that, I highly recommend both of them. 100.3 WNOX out of Knoxville is a great station. They have great shows and talk shows, and it just amazes me all the great shows they can put together. So tune in every night except for Thursdays at 8 to hear our live shows. and on Thursdays it's at 7 with Cody Salzman, live from the Hyperion Grill. And then every other night it's at 8, each show. And, feel free to call in and talk to these people. And, I'm always here. I'm not always on the air, but I'm always here during those shows. And so I handle the technical side issues. And besides tonight, I've got all the technical issues worked out. I'm going to have to go get my good cord that I left at the Light and Power today. It must have fell out of my bag, and I seen it laying on the ground. And I was like, well, that's not my cord. And I didn't want to pick up a cord that was not mine. And then I got back to the studio here today, and come to find out I couldn't find my other cord. So that was my cord. So I had to end up and go get that back. And don't forget about the magazine. If you want to be in this month's magazine, send me a picture and send me a story about that picture, and I'll be more than happy to put it in the magazine. It's all about local community people. It doesn't matter what it's about, as long as it ain't raunchy and ranchy and pornographic-y. Those ain't correct terminologies. But it's just about being local, and it's about showing the world Greenville. So send me your pictures and stories to greenvillemedia@yahoo.com, and whatever you do, I need them in by the 20th, or we'll do that next month, and I'll do something else for the magazine this month. I try to get it out by the end of the month, so it comes out once a month. But we have a message. I think people get the wrong idea about the gun hype. It's mostly assault weapons that will be banned. People are blowing it out of control like they did when Obama first got elected. Everybody rushed out to buy, but now they sell ARs at the Walmart. Yeah. But if they ban assault weapons and we don't defend the banning of assault weapons, next they'll come after the high-powered, quick-shooting shotguns. And if we don't stand up for that, next they'll come after the semi-automatic pistols. And then we'll be left with the old rifles and the shotguns that shoot one time and then you have to reload, and then they'll pretty much have us. So it's not the type of weapon that they're banning, it's the idea of them. It's not what's going to happen today. It's what's going to happen tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And I don't remember where I heard this, but it was a good statement, and I wished I could remember it. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to ruin it. But if they come after something and you don't defend it, if you don't have nothing involved in it, then they'll come after something else and you don't help defend it or have an involvement in it. Eventually, they're going to come after something you have an involvement in or like, and nobody's going to be there to defend you. So remember to stick together, band together, and help each other out. Do what we can when we can. We can't do it all, but we can help. And that's all that matters. If you can help one person today, if you can help one person a day, that one person is going to go help somebody, so tomorrow's 2 is going to be helped, then 4, then 8, it keeps on adding. I wish city schools were out tomorrow too, but I could sleep in. I've had a busy day, a busy weekend, because I'm in the middle of rebuilding the website, or redesigning it. I'm not rebuilding it. And I worked on that all weekend. And then I've worked on the new system for here all day Monday. And then today, I've just been a nervous wreck over the meeting. And because I wanted it to sound good and sound great, so I was just a nervous wreck. But remember our advertisers. Remember each other. Take care of each other. Do what you can for each other. And I'm not saying out here and go out and hug your enemy. I mean, there's people that you'll never like. There's people I'll never like. And there's people I would like to smack up the head, but I'm not going to. You know, just help when you can. Do what you can. And remember when you can. You know, remember the people you've come in contact with. You know, it adds to your existence, your experience in life. It adds to their existence and experience in life. Don't forget about us you can check us out on Twitter, which I never posted Twitter. I've got it automatically set up to every time I post on Facebook, it posts on Twitter. So you're going to see the same thing on Twitter that you're going to see on Facebook. But it's on Twitter, it's called Greenville News, you know, with the E in the middle. So check us out on Twitter. Check us out. You can hear all the shows on YouTube at Greenville Media Films. You can hear the shows through SoundCloud, through Tumblr, and, you know, different through the website and through Spreaker. So there's always a way to hear the show, and there's always a way to interact with the show. Go to our website and check out our new survey we got with the booms everybody are hearing. You know, I can't really make a boom. I'm trying to hit the mic. But, you know, let me know what you think the booms are. I think it has something to do with and a few of you will think I'm crazy. I think it has something to do with the trumpets. Some of you will know what I mean, and some of you will not. But answer the question we got there, and, you know, leave us a That's why we get to elect new leaders. Yeah, well, I was reading another message for Greenville Media. Yeah, we elect new leaders, but, you know, is the election system itself is corrupt. I mean, and I'm not picking here, but during the last election on both sides, it's, you know, some counties didn't have one single vote for each party, each person. It's impossible. Impossible. So, check out our overtime page on Facebook. We have a Greenville Media. It's facebook.com/Greenville Media Overtime. We post a few things there, here and there. But that's for our Thursday night shows. And if you have any news you would like to air, feel free to call the message line. You know, events, yard sales. You know, if you want to buy or sell something. If you want to wish somebody a happy birthday. If you want to wish somebody a happy anniversary. You know, if you want to, you know, tell everybody that this road's flooded, don't go down it. Feel free to call in, and, you know, I'll air it tomorrow. And I know that's not quick, and I would like to set up a way, and I will look into it about setting up a way to where when you all automatically call, it'll automatically post. That would be awesome if we could do that. You know, with this is internet radio, and I'm not under the FCC, so every now and then a cuss word does slip out, and it's not any, you know, not any of the bad words. I mean, I said but earlier, so. But we're still a respectable internet radio show, so you won't hear any bad mouthing or cussing like that. And I try to spotlight people and try to help people, and, you know, I want it to be all good. You know, we have enough bad in our society that I want to start showing some good. And one of our media partners does that is the Malsan Monthly Messenger. It's a newspaper you can pick up once a month at different areas of Malsan. And check out that newspaper. He gets over, I think it's almost 2,000 people a month reading that newspaper, and he does it once a month. It is awesome. But I want to thank everybody for being a part of Greenville Media. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I plan on going home early due to this weather. I don't want to be out and about in it. But just remember each other and take care of each other. I'm just in one of them moods tonight. Just remember each other, take care of each other. And hopefully we'll all get through this and we'll all be better people for it. It doesn't have to be the flood. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. There's always something that somebody's going through. And if we can be there for them and help them get through it, tomorrow they could be there for us. And you never know when it's going to happen. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. As always, check out Greenville Media tomorrow with a Tech Chat with Ian Bible. Bye, everybody.